Breaking news. Tri-State Science Fair champ and H.G. Wells superstar Harvey Stapleton is sick. Yes, the life of Harvey the Rat, beloved mascot of the Junior Science Squad, is hanging by a thread. We go now live to action reporter Donnie Ron Konkmo, who's standing by with Mr. Angst, H.G. Wells Science Man.
Well, one day Harvey was running in his wheel, happy as a rat clam, and then, well, he wouldn't get out of his little bed. The Junior Vet Club is calling it exhaustion, but I know better. It's all my fault. I should have pushed the little fella so hard. Some say I was basking in his glory, and so what if it's true? At least I brought home the science fair gold, didn't I? Oh, but at what cost? What cost?
Everyone on the H.G. Wells News team wishes Harvey a full and speedy.
And on a lighter note, which following that story is pretty much everything. Tomorrow's lunch is fish sticks. Once again, tomorrow's lunch is fish sticks. This is Keely Teslo saying toodles. This is Phil Diffie saying toodles. Smile at the camera, shake hair attractively. I mean, cut. No way, dude. God.
Meet a boy named Phil and his family on vacation from the 22nd century. Got a rental time machine and they're on their way to a time way back in the day. So now it's Phil the future, keeping it together just as best as he can. Phil the future, he's a 22nd century man. On a holiday through history, but the final destination was a mystery. Something on a time machine had flown, so they ended up right here in our time zone. So now it's Phil the future, never knew in history just where he would land. Phil the future, he's a 22nd century man. Phil the future, he's a 22nd century man.
This is where we will be burying the H.G. Wells time capsule, and it will remain buried here for 100 years until it is opened by students of the future.
What sort of things should we put into the time capsule?
An excellent query, Miss Tesla. Your item should not only reflect who you are, but who we all are. I myself struggled with the question of what to choose. That is until I checked my coupon caddy, where I found not only Enrique's secret recipe for lobster bisque, but also a coupon for buy one can of tomatoes, get a dented can free. Tomatoes, people. I'm going to be putting in a can of Pickford's famous tomatoes.
Hey, Mr. H. Yes, I'm just, brainstorming here, but what if we fill the entire time capsule with those cool jumping snakes, so then when they open in 100 years, kablooey! Huh? What? That comedy's timeless.
Can we put it on?
Yeah. Sweet! Wow!
Don't touch.
I know. I have some jeans that were totally in over spring break. People in the future are going to know we were the most stylish kids ever. Besides, I'm never going to wear them again.
Keely, this is a time capsule, not a thrift store.
What? Think how much we would learn if we opened a time capsule from 100 years ago and found a pair of low-rise stretch jeans with sparkles down the side.
Well, we learned that the West was a lot wilder than we thought.
Let me be the first to donate for Harvey's upcoming trip to the ratologist in Phosphate City.
And how come I'm the one who has to babysit this rat?
Well, who else would be in charge but the Junior Science Squad captain? We lead by example, Miss Diffie.
So I'm supposed to act like a nerdy bald guy.
I heard that.
Okay, people. Start barking over the green stuff. The higher the domination, the quicker this bell stops ringing.
You're for a little gold mine. Tuppence for a sick rodent, Governor. Look at the poor little thing.
Hey, looks fine to me.
Sporadic wheel running followed by complications is a typical symptom of Harvey's condition, radiculosis. The problem's not going to be raising money for your rat scan. It's going to be how Mamacita's able to spend what's left over.
When can I finish about this kitty cat bag in the time capsule? Oh, this is so difficult. You figured out what you're going to put in?
How? All my cool stuff is in a whole other century.
Well, put in something that reflects who you are now. 23rd century stuff.
I don't know what the big deal is with time capsules anyway. mean, who cares if we're remembered 100 years from now? It's not like some superficial genes they got at a mall or some goofy kitty cat bag is going to help. That's not what I meant.
First, you made fun of my jeans idea. Now you're totally ripping on my kitty cat bag, which, by the way, is as functional as it is adorable.
I know.
Why don't you just put in some future thing or something and be all, ooh, I'm Phil Diffie, I'm all cool from the future.
Keely, I wasn't thinking. I just said it.
Well, it makes me wonder what you'd say if you were thinking.
Okay, you know what? I'm going to avoid the entire problem by not saying anything to you.
That can be arranged.
Okay, that's just me not thinking again.
Smells a little light.
What you got there, honey?
Oh, nothing, especially not money.
Well, something tells me this is not where these curtains go.
Not a problem. What do you think?
Other shower curtains in the kitchen. Kind of reminds me of the roast beef that keeps falling out of the medicine cabinet. Catch my drift, Mom?
Someone having a bad day?
Oh, no. It's fine. I just said the wrong thing to Keely today, and now she's all mad at me and hates my guts.
Mr. Perfect made a mistake? Pinch me, I must be dreaming. I said pinch me!
What's this? H.G. Wells time capsule. What's a time capsule?
Oh, it's just the reason that me and Keely are fighting. It's one of those containers that present dayers put junk in. I actually think that people in the future care about remembering them.
Oh, right, time capsules. They sort of went out of style once people could actually time travel for themselves. Muskrat gravy, I've seen this thing before.
Dad, that's impossible. I mean, school just got it today.
No, it was back in the future. Your mom and I just started dating. We were on one of our famous romantic picnics.
Here we are, stretched out like a pair of shooting stars. On any given day, love comes into play.
Says it was buried 100 years ago. Should we open it?
Let's bust that sucker open, Lloyd.
Wow, tomatoes! Oh, and a recipe for lobster bisque, the reason lobsters went extinct. This stuff must be worth a fortune.
Oh, beautiful. And I've kept this ever since. I played it for you every bedtime when you were a baby.
My binky music box! I mean, my music box thingy.
It was the first thing to make you smile. And it still makes you smile, even though you're fighting with Keely. Oh, baby Walter's Binky Music Box. And when you were a baby, we used to sprinkle your little tushy with honey-scented moon dust.
That never leaves this house.
Wait a second. You found tomatoes? Hackett said he was going to put a can of tomatoes into the time capsule. That means that, well, the one that you found back home in the future is the same one that we're going to be burying here on Friday.
So if we leave ourselves a note in the time capsule before it gets sealed, your mom and I will read it when we open the time capsule in the future.
That is so romantic.
Forget romantic. We write a note warning us not to take any time-traveling vacations. If we don't time travel, we don't get stuck in this century. The Diffies are back in 2121.
Are you saying we'll be going home?
No. As soon as that note lands in the time capsule, we'll immediately disappear. It'll be like we never took our time trip. Because, well, we didn't.
Well, at least we'll still have our memories.
Oh, you guys don't get it. If we never took our trip, we never got stuck here. There are no memories.
But that means that we won't remember anything or anybody. I won't remember Keely. She won't remember me.
Good thing she hates your guts, huh?
Hey, Keely, look, I'm sorry about what happened yesterday. I really shouldn't have said what I said.
I'm sorry, but do I know you?
Okay, I deserve that.
Are you one of Owen's friends?
Yes, one of Owen's friends, Phil.
Nice to meet you.
Keely, come on. We're like best friends. You're my partner in video lab.
Video lab, please. I'm junior varsity cheerleader co-captain. And for the last time, I never met you.
Say, Keels, you ready for the big game?
Oh, you're such a rascal.
That's what I keep telling him. Has anyone seen my roast beef? Has anyone seen my roast beef?
Now this is getting freaky. Keely? Keely?
Bad dream about Keely?
No, of course not.
Oh. Well, that's strange because in your sleep you kept muttering something about Keely. Keely, bad dream.
Okay, I had a bad dream about Keely. It's hard enough telling her that I'm leaving. How am I supposed to tell her that once I put the note into the time capsule, I disappear and we're never even gonna remember each other?
Sweetie, I know you probably don't want your mom's advice.
Oh, yes, I do. I'm just a kid. Please, somebody advise me.
Don't tell her you're leaving. Still have a whole day left together. Just make it the best day ever.
Thanks. Mommy.
No.
10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. This is the best day ever. And yet my inner scamp tells me I could take this so much further. What can I do to keep this rat train on its tracks?
Phil, perfect. I've been working on what to write to myself. Tell me what you think. Dear future Lloyd, how's it going? I am fine. You look great. Whatever you do, don't rent a used time machine from Marty's Used Time Machines and Water Slide. What do you think?
You got our time machine at a used time machine place?
They had a water slide!
Live from the H.G. Wells Junior Senior High Broadcast Lab, it's the first annual Save Harvey Telethon. Here's your host for the next 24 hours, or end of the school day, Pim Diffie.
Thank you, the janitor with sideburns. And thank you for joining us. We're hoping to break last year's telethon record, which I see we've already tied. And to help us do this, we have our very special guest, TV's Ben Savage.
Thank you, everyone. And thank you, Pim. Pim, it's great to be here. But more importantly, Pim, it's great to be able to use my gift as a celebrity to help fight this terrible illness.
Ben's right.
Thanks, Pim.
Not that many people know this, but studies show almost 20% of all rats suffer from the same thing.
Excuse me. 20% of all who?
Rats.
Rats? On the phone, you told me Harvey Snifflekins was a little kid.
Technically and legally, I never actually used the word kid.
I can't believe I fell for this again.
Hey. Look, Keel. The last thing we should be doing is fighting about some stupid thing I said. I mean, our friendship is different from everybody else's. It's already got so many strikes against it. We can't let something like this get in the way. Are you ignoring me, or is your mouth just full?
Both.
Look, can't we just forget this whole thing happened and try to make this the best day ever?
Maybe. If you promise you won't make fun of what I finally decided to put into the time capsule.
I promise. Your kitty cat bag, it's great, it's perfect.
No, not the bag. This.
My Pinky Bozic box. I swallowed a cricket.
My mom says it was the first thing to make me smile when I was a baby.
Yeah, I've heard that can happen.
It'll be nice if I can make some baby in the future smile.
Yeah. Yeah, it will be nice.
What are you doing?
Something? Don't worry, this doesn't hurt the tree. There. Keely info. What do you think?
I like it. But just so you know, in this century, that's what boyfriends and girlfriends do.
Oh. Well, what if I had friends forever?
Great, but can you write the number 4 instead of the word for? You know, friends forever?
No, because that's lame in any century.
Yeah, right, sorry.
Thank you, Chief Little Wolf. Harvey appreciates the generous donation made by Pickford's All-Volunteer Firemen's Reenactment Society. But it's not enough, people. These rats are not going to cure themselves. And if you don't believe me, listen to what this specialist has to say.
These rats are not going to cure themselves.
Without the generous donations of people like you, I'm afraid that Harvey may never be able to desert the sinking ship again. Am I right, Lilting?
I think the patient checked himself out.
What? Where is he?
I got rat cooties. Nasty. Oh, no.
Congratulations! Harvey's been cured! And all thanks to your generous donations!
Miss Diffie, the Junior Accounting Club has some questions about the money you've raised. Namely, where is it?
That can be easily explained.
Get her! Get
Students, parents, members of my recipe collecting circle, and of course, representatives of Principal Tillywack's office, thank you all for joining me today on this most momentous occasion.
Isn't this exciting? It's like we're writing a letter to the future. Phil, you don't look so good. Are you okay?
Now it's time for each student to place his or her personal item into the time capsule. If I may go first. This can of Pickford's famous tomatoes is to show the future that Pickford was more than just the birthplace of beloved character actor Rusty Grundle, best known for his role as Startled Man in the Monkey Patrol movies 1 and 2. Back in business.
This will show that Pickford cares about all the future babies.
Very nice sentiment.
This is to keep the future smiling.
Oh, and are there jumping snakes in that can?
Oh, no, sir.
No.
This note may not seem like much, but it definitely means a lot to my family. I thought being remembered 100 years from now wasn't important, but I give 100 years of memories. Just to remember the most important, special, wonderful person I've ever met. Keely Tesla. And now, goodbye.
Yes, well, that was a little performance arty. Still very nice, Phil.
Kilo.
Phil Diffie, this is the most embarrassing moment of my entire life.
Let's go, Jimmy! Go! Take it back to your money, chumps! Rat snacks.
Dad,
What happened?
I don't know. If the note's in the time capsule, then I should have read it in the future, and we shouldn't be here right now. For the woman I love.
Oh, and for the man I love.
Hey, looks like we missed something. 100-year-old peanuts! Yummy! Oh! Oh, sorry, honey. Sorry. Yeah, it's all right. It's here. Oh, yeah. Oh, gosh. Oh. Hey, big surprise. Next week, we're going to go pick out a time machine.
Sweetie, those time machines are expensive.
Not at Marty's used time machines and water slide.
Does sound like fun.
I know. They have a water slide.
A dream that never starts. In every little way, love comes into play.
Mulan is back, and now the Emperor has given her a brand new mission. Travel back to China and catch up with Mulan and Mushu in Disney Channel's premiere of Mulan 2, premiering tomorrow at 8/7 Central here on Disney Channel.